Hey guys, OneArmedBandit here, and this is my brief video on Made in Abyss and why, if you haven't seen it yet, I think you should check it out. Recently, I completed a self-implemented challenge to watch 100 anime series in 100 days while blogging about it on my Mal page. And out of this challenge, I found a few shows which are now among my favorites. Some weren't quite as perfect, but still caught my attention for differing reasons. But this got me started writing scripts to make some videos for some of the shows which I have themes or ideas I want to analyze in depth. With Made in Abyss, however, I want to keep things a little bit more vague and spoiler-free, at least for now. I'll likely do a more in-depth analysis about specific moments or events at a later time, but for this video I want newcomers to be able to go in blind, especially since I personally find the show to be best experienced with as few expectations as possible and watched all together at once rather than weekly. So here's some things that I feel Made in Abyss has to offer. First off, I always find it refreshing to have a show that spends a lot of its time focusing on characters and world building, instead of just focusing on fan service, or focusing on whether it's moe enough like the majority of the shows in the medium seem to be doing lately. Well, even though it's not blatant fan service, the author Tsukushi Akihito does maintain a fetishistic undertone to the themes in the story at times. However, the way they are presented to the viewer feels natural and well suited for this world that the characters inhabit. It's not just forced or tacked on at the end of production like most lazy or bad fan services. Sometimes Tsukushi's themes even feel like they're commenting on the flaws in human nature, so at times the show feels like a giant mirror that's being held up to the face of humanity. Another major plus to Made in Abyss is the juxtaposition between the aesthetically cute character designs and the unforgiving world that the characters inhabit. It kept me worrying about the lives of the main characters since they're underage kids who are being thrust into a very dangerous adventure. The show feels determined to keep you uncertain about whether it's intended to be a happy story or a highly depressing one. Overall, most of the themes presented by the show were all well done and felt relevant. They added layers of depth that kept it all interesting to me. So if you're looking for some meat to chew on, not just visual spectacle, then Made in Abyss has plenty to offer. Speaking of visual spectacle, it's also something that Made in Abyss brings to the table. The most prominent features of the show are its aesthetics, setting, and mixed art styles. They even use extremely gorgeous background art, which always looks highly detailed and visually pleasing. Also, the rough and unique monster designs by Ko Yoshinari are well done. Since Ko has a different art style compared to the rest of the styles present in the show, this visual difference between the monsters and the backgrounds accentuates these creatures, making them feel even more alien when compared to the world around them. Sadly, there are a few moments, especially in the later episodes, where the animation quality dips a little bit, but it's not that annoying and it doesn't seem to detract too much from the overall experience. The series just manages to feel magical and captivating almost all the time, even with these minor flaws that I feel it has. The anime is a great way to be introduced to this wonderful series, and although you could argue that the manga does things a little bit better, which it kinda does, just seeing this world alive with the beautiful soundtrack playing and the background art is an experience that I wouldn't want to miss out on. By the end of it, I always felt myself constantly curious to learn more about this world and the abyss below it. So I'm really ready for a season 2 and I'm still hoping for it. So if you're someone looking for depth, artistic expression, world building, and immersion in your anime, you might be able to get something worthwhile from this series, so thus I highly recommend that you check it out. Anyways, that's about it for this video, guys. Look out for more anime and gaming content from me in the near future, and thanks for listening. I'll catch you guys later.